Casey Thunder. Chet, you guys had so many wide open layups tonight. Mark said a lot of that was due to the cutting. What did you see out there on the floor in that regard?
Yeah, we were getting a lot of good looks at the rim for a lot of different reasons. In the second half, a lot of it was started with defense, getting out in transition, and just having numbers. In the half court, a lot of it was, playing on the catch and beating one guy and forcing them to help put two on the ball, and then, somebody's going to be open somewhere. And that happened to be the dunker on a lot of plays. And those are high efficiency shots for us. So, we got to continue to try and create those situations.
And then just how about the jolt that Ooze gave you guys tonight, particularly coming off of being with the G League, and he really seemed to be on the gas right away?
No, that's big time. You always need kind of I don't know exactly the word, but throughout the season you need guys to step up and have nights like Ooze had tonight, and that's credit to him. He's a good player. He works hard, and we see it every day in the gym. So it's not surprising to us. I'm happy that he had a good outing tonight.
Chet, you guys are 10-1 against teams with records under 500, and every team will say, like, we take everybody seriously, but there's a key. They're saying it and doing it. I just wonder, what about you guys you think makes you take those games so seriously?
I'd say it's less of taking those games seriously and taking every game serious. We come out with the same. It doesn't matter who we're playing. At the end of the day, we're fighting with ourselves to try and be the best Thunder team that we can be, and I feel like that's a testament to that. We're not taking anybody lightly. This is the NBA. Anybody can beat anybody on a given night. So we come out with that mindset and try to get better every night.
And then you made a couple of threes tonight. You hadn't been shooting the ball very well from through the last few games. I don't know if there was anything. Did you see anything in the shots you were getting or what you were doing or anything?
Nah, I think I was like 0 for 12. I had like a stretch where I was like 0 for 12 or something. It might have been more than that, but I hit one in the Warriors game, so I'm hot now.
And just like at the Athletic, it's been a quarter of the season. I'm just curious, like, what have you learned about your game, playing all these different opponents?
I got a long way to go.
Chet, you made a habit of those two-hand blocks and a lot of blocks where you keep it in bounds. Is that something that you just kind of developed over time? Is that something that you got from like a parent or a coach growing up?
I'd say a combination of everything, and can't really pinpoint it to any one thing. I guess it's just kind of something that's it kind of happens naturally, I guess, and it's worked. So try to keep it going.
Are there any extra challenges when you're going up for a block to keep it in bounds? And are there any scenarios where you really need to like send it and can't really risk keeping it in bounds?
Some of them, a lot of times it just comes down to the play and how I'm positioned versus the shooter. Usually if I'm coming down towards the basket and they're driving from the wing or whatever, it's easier to keep it in bounds because you have the backboard there. And coming up on somebody driving straight down is easier because you have the whole court. You can't really throw it out of bounds towards your own basket. So the tough ones are like the kind of mid-range area along the wing where you're kind of facing the sideline. Those are tough ones, but usually it just kind of happens naturally.
I know a lot of this just comes with basketball, but going back to the stretch of three-point shooting, as someone who has been praised early for your efficiency, just what have you learned about kind of the ebbs and flows and maybe about sustainability as a shooter at the NBA level?
Just understanding that you're not gonna make every shot. Steph misses shots. Dame misses shots. Like everybody who is like one of the greatest shooters in the NBA misses shots. So you can't let that affect the next shot, and you can't let that allow you, or that you can't make a missed shot kind of lead into a bad shot. You know what I mean? Like taking a bad one's not gonna help you find your rhythm. So I've just tried to take the right ones, take what the game's given to me, and just be aggressive within that at the same time. And I work hard on my shot every day, so I know it's gonna come back around.
kind of a follow-up to the long ways to go comment. You've been so immediately good in so many areas. What are kind of some of the bigger things that you are working on in the short term?
In the season, a lot of the stuff is little things, timing things, X's and O's things, key points of focus more than like, you know, I want to work on my pull-up going left. You know, like in the season, it's hard to do like major additions and changes, and like I'm not like I want to completely change my shot. You know, it's like super small things. You know, have a better attention to detail on rebounding, and you know, being able to read the floor better. You know, when I catch at the elbow or whatever it might be. It's a lot of small details, more so than kind of the big changes right now. The off season is where you really sculpt your game in a big way.
Chet, so far this season, Payson's been the one to slide in every time that maybe one of the starters goes down with an injury here and there. And it seems like you guys, you know, of course, really trust him and like to play with him. What's it been like just seeing him step up as a rookie?
It's been great. He's a great player, and we love playing with him. He's a tough guy too. He sticks his nose in every battle, and you know, he makes big plays, winning plays, and you know, it's always fun playing with dudes like that. That you know they have your back, so you want to have theirs. You know, so that's kind of dynamic, and you know, I look forward to playing with him for the rest of the year, and anytime he starts with us, you know, we're happy to you know, have that lineup.
Anybody else?